Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 76. My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And welcome back to the show. Hello, everyone. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell down there. Leave us a comment, thumb up the video, and all that kind of stuff. And if you're listening on iTunes, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. Probably not this show, but give us a 5-star rating anyway.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because entertainment-wise, there's not much in the way of news out there. Although I do have something about The Mandalorian season 2, which I'm gonna tease a little bit. So, how's your week in entertainment?
Don't remember actually. Don't remember what it was like.
Oh, it was
the first 5-minute episode of our podcast. Welcome to the 5-minute version of this.
Yeah. Have you seen the Family Guy? And I don't know why someone hasn't done this, but Peter does the 6-minute talk show. And so it cuts to Peter Griffin. He goes, "Hi, my name's Peter Griffin. This is the 6-minute talk show. And in tonight's show, we've got Bare Naked Ladies. It's been, well, thank you very much for watching the 1-minute talk, the 6-second talk show." And it goes on like that. It is hilarious. And it's like, I would sit and binge watch that.
Oh, really?
That would be great. 6 seconds.
No, I've not seen that.
We should do that. We should do like a 15-second
interview.
Just blip there, yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. A blip vert's less than 15 seconds, isn't it? It's like,
I know, that's true, yeah, because a blip
not to split hairs,
is,
you know.
Is it because I've got a lot of hair up there? Is that what it is? Actually, your hair's grown back in again.
I know. I was thinking that. It's good. Not at the back, unfortunately, but at the front, certainly. Come back in with a vengeance. I was actually thinking I need it cut again.
I definitely need mine cut.
Oh God! Why don't you just get yourself the old beard trimmer and just?
Have you ordered something from Amazon?
You can set it. You can set it to different settings. You don't need to give yourself a baldy.
Oh no! I would get it wrong. It would fall off.
Well, that's what I was saying to you. Though we got it wrong. I made sure I made the settings so that I couldn't blame everyone for messing it up. And then I set it. I had set it to like a 3 or something. No, it was a 5, I think. But this one time, you can't quite see the dial. I set it to a 4 on the back, so the back was like a big kind of.
Oh, you got a fade. You got a fade.
Yeah, a bit of a fade going. Yeah.
Well, I think hairdressers. I think we talked about this last time, but hairdressers and sort of barbers and all that kind of stuff have opened up again in Ontario, and you can get in through appointment. I know the dentists have opened up as well because both Anne-Marie and Sam, they had their teeth cleaning, polish, and all that kind of stuff. They had that postponed, and so that's back on again. Mine's not for another 3 or 4 months or something. So, but yeah, it's 3 or 4 months.
How are they going to do the hairdresser thing then?
I don't know.
NASA spacesuits.
Yeah. And we're going to go into those cool suits where you get the gloves and the sleeve, and you got that, and you.
Or you could be in like a kind of like a. I don't know. How would you get in? I was just thinking you could do like some sort of perspective shield. But then you'd need to kind of. How would you get into cut hair?
They might go with the look that I'm currently rocking, which is the drag yourself through a hedge backwards look.
Have you ever heard of something called hair products?
No.
Just a suggestion.
Au natural.
Aye. Fair enough.
What's wrong with this? It's usually fine. I mean, see. Although it is very fluffy. I feel like I'm like that. You know that? Oh God, that's worse. Oh, there you go. There's the rest. There you go. There's the rest of the show. I look like Raymond. What's his name? Raymond Stantz in Ghostbusters when he gets that dream.
Yeah.
It was Stantz, wasn't it? Raymond Stantz.
Stantz was
no, Ray.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He had the big
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
This.
Although so did Harold Ramis.
Yeah, that's true.
Venkman, Stantz, and
Spengler.
Spengler.
Egon Spengler.
And
Pete Venkman. And Ernie Hudson was Winston Zedmore.
Winston, that's right.
Winston
Well done.
Zedmore. And then it was Janine as well.
That's right.
Dana. And Lewis Tully was the.
My God, well done.
There you go.
Bloody hell. Well done. You deserve a ding.
There you go. Ding myself.
You dinged me. You certainly frequently.
I can't remember Dana's surname though. If you remember. Are you suffering from spectres, ghouls, or ghosts?
I liked her in Ghostbusters, actually. I think she was very, very sexy in that film.
Yeah.
Especially when she turned into a demon.
Do you know, it was weird actually, because I don't think I'd seen her in anything else other than Alien. And so to see her in, by the way, if you want to see Jodie's top 10 sci-fi movies of all time ever, that's actually in the YouTube channel, so you should check that out.
But I mess it up, as usual.
And he mentions Alien, so it's in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'd only ever seen her in Alien, and I hadn't seen her in anything else. So it was weird seeing her in a comedy role.
Well, she was. I don't know what was before, but she was in Gorillas in the Mist. Was that after Ghostbusters?
No idea.
And she was in that one where she played a photographer.
Half Moon Street or something.
Is that what it was?
Half Moon Street. The one with
Mel Gibson in it.
You
know the one I mean?
No. Films.
If you know answers on the postcard, please.
Yeah. Clearly, we don't know anything about that.
Anyway, I remember that movie, but that was definitely pre-Ghostbusters. Pretty sure.
Okay.
I remember she was in the bath in it.
Okay. What? Not in
Bizarrely.
Ghostbusters? No,
in that one I can't think of. Anyway, moving on.
Moving along. Actually, do you know how Dan Aykroyd likes the spirit world?
Yeah, he does. He's very
good
to talk about it as well.
Now he makes his own. He's got his own vodka. It comes in a Crystal Skull.
I know, he's had that for
Crystal
years.
Skull vodka. I know, but he's a local lad, so I thought I'd just give him a wee promotion. Needs a bit of work. His wine's very nice as well. He does a nice Cab Sauvignon.
I think it's quite cool. He does the vodka's in a Crystal Skull, but they must cost a fortune to manufacture.
The bottle things, yeah. You see it at the front of LCBO. You can when you go up to the front of LCBO, they've got the little the little half bottles and things, and there's always Crystal Skull vodka in the little tiny bottles, and they're really expensive.
I've never seen it in the shops actually, but it must be mega expensive.
Yeah.
No, I think if I had that, I'd probably drink it, but I'd certainly keep the bottle. You know.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably only ever buy it once so that I had the bottle
in it or something.
Yeah. Quite cool.
Yeah. That always used to terrify me when I was on. Anytime I would be home from school unwell or whatever it was, Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World would be on.
Yeah, that was a Crystal Skull thing.
And it was a Crystal Skull at the start, and it always freaked me out. I never liked it. The Crystal Skull. I didn't like it. It was giving me the heebie-jeebies.
That's what I always remember. That's what I always think of first as well when I see that, and not Indiana Jones.
No, never.
Although, do you know what? Not that bad.
Jodie, the ant bit. That's the bit.
I know there's kind of daft sequences in it, but
the bit where he first meets bit where he first meets Mutt in the cafe, and then they do a kind of motorcycle chase. That's actually pretty good. That bit, I quite like that bit.
Some bits are good. Some of the humour's pretty good in it. I do miss Dan Elliott, I must admit.
Yeah.
As a character.
Yeah, he was good. Marcus Brody.
I think
he knows a dozen languages. He'll blend in, but he's probably got this. He's probably got the Grail now. Does anyone here speak English? Hello.
I love it.
Papers.
I bet if he was he had been alive when he did the Crystal Skull, he would have been the John Hurt character. He'd have been like,
Yeah,
you know, he
quite
would have been
possibly.
captured
Yeah,
and stuff. Maybe.
maybe.
You know,
We'll never know. And he's gone now as well, John Hurt,
of course, actually is.
who was in Alien with Sigourney
was.
Weaver.
With probably the most iconic scene in the whole movie.
There you go.
The Gutbuster.
Yeah. Which he reenacted as well in another movie. Can you name the movie?
He reenacted in it.
Yes, he did. He reenacted that whole bit. And he even says, "Not again."
An Englishman in New York.
No. It's the bit in Spaceballs where whatever the Bill Paxton, not Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman. There you go, got him wrong again. And John Candy go into a diner, and they're all there and they're all dressed up, and he starts going, and they turn him up, and he goes, "Oh no, not again!" Just at that point, the thing guts it and comes out of him, and it does like a singing song.
I do remember that now. Now you mention it. I've got deja vu. I'm sure you mentioned that not that long ago.
Did I?
Quite possibly. Well,
have I stalled long enough for you to remember what you watched?
Yes, you have. Thanks. I do appreciate that. Well done. Don't tell them that. You're giving the game away.
What? It's video.
Yeah, well, talking of the alien scene, you know, the gut buster thing. We watched. We did our usual Friday night cinema night, and it was Ready Player One.
It's okay.
And that is a homage to that, as in Ready Player One, when one of the video game characters from Mortal Kombat, I think it is. Remember the bit?
No.
But it's actually the girl dressed up like that, and she does a chest buster out of Mortal Kombat with a four-armed thing.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a character in Mortal Kombat, and then they do the chest buster thing.
Right, the bit where he's dressed as Clark Kent.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Aye.
I do remember the bit now. Yeah.
Aye. Well, he walks in and he's getting mobbed and stuff, you know, because he's the first person to do the first Easter egg. Yeah. Aye, and they do a homage to that. As they do a homage to
everything.
Shining.
There's
and
Halo in there.
Fact, aye.
Joust is in there. Yeah.
Hello Kitty.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we watched that. Probably seen it quite a few times now. It's still good.
It is a good movie.
And everyone actually enjoyed it the second time more than first time.
Yeah, it's probably the best that they could have done with the source material, because the source material is so rich and so descriptive that it would be very difficult to make a movie out of the book itself. Yeah. So I think they did a good job of it.
Yeah, and it would have been tricky to do how the first challenge was Joust, wasn't it?
Well, so the first challenge is
it would have been fun to see, though.
Yeah, he goes to school. That's the bit. So he's going to school and he keeps thinking about, it's beginners and it's learning, and then he's like, go back to the start, because it's this whole thing about going back, which is the clue that he gets to do the reverse thing in the movie, but in the book it's about going back to the beginning, where he first got the idea of making a game, and it's when he was playing Dungeons and Dragons, and so he kind of figures that out. And it's on Ludo or whatever it is, which is the first world. Not that I've read the book several times.
But they obviously cinematically thought that might have been a bit boring, so they did the
absolutely, and
stuff. Which I think was probably the right decision. The car scene's terrific. I love it.
Yeah.
So we watched that, and once the kids were away, we watched Midsommar.
Again?
I've seen it before. Evelyn hadn't seen it, but it was good. Enjoyed it actually. Second time, wasn't too sure about it the first time, but I really quite enjoyed it the second time.
Yeah.
Very classy movie. One of these kind of like a modern horror. You know, it's like this could happen. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
uh,
Is it like Wicker Man? It seems
yeah,
a bit
it's very
Wicker Man.
Wicker Man-ish.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a movie, and I think I've mentioned this before. There's a movie from early 2000s, maybe 90s, and it's called Midsummer. No, maybe
Is that
2000s.
one with John Nettles? He plays a detective.
No, it's not. It's not Midsummer the movie.
Okay.
Midsummer Murders. You're thinking of?
Yeah. 6 seasons
No,
in a
there's
movie.
a movie called Midsummer, and it's very, very similar apparently
Okay.
to that one, but this one's not a remake.
Oh, okay.
But I've not seen the other movie.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's foreign or what.
Yeah.
I have been watching your Space Force.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I'm not going to take your word for it to watch it. So me and Jay started watching it.
Uh-huh.
I really like it. I think it's
Oh, really?
good. Aye. The second episode is hilarious, by the way.
Okay.
There's a you know, at the end of the first episode, you watched the film?
No, we never got to the end of the first episode. We got to,
Right.
probably about 20 minutes into the first episode.
Really? No, you need to persevere. The second episode basically follows on from the first, where the satellite.
It's good when they do that.
Aye. It's like, you know, this book's really a page turner. That's the best, you know. That's the best you can say.
This book's a page turner. Yeah. Is it? Is it really? Does it make you want to turn to the next page? Fantastic.
Yeah. That's the least you can say about a book.
Yeah. This movie doesn't make me want to hit the stop button.
Anyway, yes, okay, I did say something kind of obvious. But anyway, at the end of the first episode, spoilers, a satellite, the solar panels, the wings, you know, the wing solar panels are removed by another satellite, this kind of robotic arm, kind of, and they've got like they've got up in space a monkey and a dog, right?
Okay.
So they try to teach the monkey to put the solar panel wings back on. It is one of the funniest sequences I have seen for a long time.
Okay.
It's really funny. Well worth watching. I think we're on. Well, I'm on episode 4 because me and Jay started watching it, right? So I'm like, "Oh, do you want to watch another one?" You know, after the first one, like the day later, kind of thing. He's like, "No, I've watched it." I was like, "All right, how many episodes you watched?" He's like, 4. Now he's on the 8th episode now. So he's like blasting it.
Okay.
So we're not watching it together anymore.
Okay.
So yeah, so we watched that. Been watching The Dark. I think I might have mentioned it last week.
Is that the German thing?
German thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's the German version of Stranger Things.
Kind of, yeah.
Similarish, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of reminds me of that and stuff. But it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Really, really intriguing. Kind of like it's more to do with, instead of a parallel universe, it's more to do with portals and time travel.
Oh, okay.
Than you know, the Upside Down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good, really classy. I don't know really any of the actors or anything like that because it's German, but in fact, I think I recognise the main policeman. I think he was in Inglourious Basterds. You know, he's got that very quite looking face. I think he's one of the Nazis. But the bit in the cellar bar.
Is he the guy that joins the Inglourious Basterds?
Do you know what? That is who I'm thinking of, but he's much younger. Right. He looks like his brother or something.
Oh, really?
He's like an older version of that guy. Yeah, he's very similar looking to him. And because of the sci-fi thing, you know, the top 10 that we've got on YouTube that you can watch.
Link in the card somewhere, probably. Yeah. Who knows?
I remember. And because I messed up one of the things, which I'm going to spoil now, I was talking about Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which I was talking about that, but this one of the scenes I get mixed up, and it was from Invaders from Mars.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so. Yeah.
so I watched on Netflix. There's the remake version of it. It's not the original black and white, but they've got the remake, the 1986 version
Uh-huh.
by Tobe Hooper, I think. Is that the director of?
Is that it?
Is Tobe Hooper the director of Leatherface?
Yeah. Okay. Good luck. I don't like horror movies.
I directed Poltergeist, I think, didn't he?
Oh, okay. Okay, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
All right, you got me.
Chainsaw Massacre, sorry, Texas Chainsaw. I think he directed that as one of his first films. But anyway, pretty sure. Can you double check it? Well, I'm rabbiting.
Yeah, I'm just looking it up. So they don't have Invaders from Mars on here.
No. Is it called Invaders from Mars?
I'll look it up. You keep talking.
Right, okay. That's called.
It is called Invaders from Mars, and it's directed by Tobe Hooper. Sorry.
Tobe Hooper.
Screenplay by Dan O'Bannon. Oh, he's not done anything like Dan O'Bannon.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? See the black and white version.
Of course, he did
I've not seen it.
Screenplay for Alien again.
Oh. Well, I've seen the black and white version, but I've not seen it for a long time. That was the version I was wanting to see, but I thought, well, that's good enough. I'll watch that. Okay. My God, that is not a film that's aged well. I imagine that the black and white one's aged better than that movie. It's like, those kind of slow motion fight scenes and stuff, you know what I mean, that are really badly edited, and the wooden dialogues. Okay,
more cheesy than a camembert convention.
No, it's okay, but it's just so woodenly acted. It's unbelievable. It's like,
I mean, it wasn't
just
exactly
so dated,
It wasn't exactly like A-list people in here. But the Timothy Bottoms, Karen Black, Louise Fletcher's in it though.
Louise Fletcher.
Yeah, Nurse Ratched from
well done.
The Cuckoo's
That's
Nest.
excellent. Yeah, I thought that's who it was actually.
Yeah.
She plays a very similar character actually, but she's a school teacher instead. The total, vinegar tits type. That type, playing a similar thing to what she had in the One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But yeah, I mean, it's dated. I don't even know if it's worth a watch, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I actually started watching
the black and white one.
I actually started watching Invaders of the Body Snatchers with Kev McCarthy, and it started off much more promising. Again, it's a 1950s B movie. It's of its time. You can't expect that much from it, but it's actually intriguing. And the only reason I stopped watching it was because Anna's like, "What are you watching that for? Can we watch Modern Family?" And I went, "Okay." And so we ended up watching Modern Family. But
yeah, I remember that the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers was good though, with Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland did a good
good
impression of Kev.
Yeah, that was good. But this isn't a good. Aye, that's right. That's him. But this isn't.
Became a meme.
Not a good remake.
It became a meme.
Probably everything's a meme these days.
Everything is, yeah, it's true. Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Your hair might become a meme.
I think my hair could probably sub in for Siegfried and or Roy soon.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reference for you. I was going to say something else. I don't know. Unlike my hair.
Aye.
I can't remember what I was going to say now.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Your age?
What?
Your age?
What do you?
Also, gaming wise, I've got this here. I downloaded a couple of games. One called Refunked, and one called Hiroki.
Oh yeah.
Neither of which I've played yet. Hiroki looks like a kind of platformer, but the wee guy's got a propeller on his head.
Mhm.
A refunct. What was that again? Yeah, you update the software. Anyway, I can't remember what they
You
are,
hear the
but
little beep.
I thought, yeah, I thought they looked pretty good when I downloaded it. I was actually watching a YouTube channel, and it was about new Switch games on the eShop that are under $10 or something.
Mhm.
So I was like, that looks cool. So 2 of them I bought. Also, like I got the demo version of Moving Day. I think it's called. It's on the other Switch, which is a lot of fun. I played that. Moving Out or Moving Day or something,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of fun. It's basically got to move all the exactly what it is. It's you move all the items out of a house into a van. You've got to the van's only a certain size, right? So you've got it's like Tetris to try and actually fit it in. That is a good laugh, by the way.
Yeah.
And I think you can play it 2-player as well. It's
All right.
you ever played Overcooked?
I have not, but it's on.
You should get that and play it with Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good fun. But yeah, I'm going to play those other 2 ones. And I'll let you know how they are.
Cool.
Still playing Donut County. That's good.
Which one?
The one with the hole. It gets bigger.
Cool.
You eat stuff on the ground.
Nice one.
And that's me.
That's you.
And you. It. Who?
Well, I'm just trying to find the game that I bought today.
What did you?
Because can I find out the list of my games?
Switch.
My Nintendo. That's probably not gonna work. I can't find it. Anyway, it's I like those nonogram games like Picross or Picross, whatever they're called. You basically it's kind of like Sudoku,
Mhm.
aliens.
Sudoku.
Yeah, that guy. And I bought it, but it's got light art. It's got light RPG elements to it. So if you like get the picture wrong, like the other guys attack you, and then if you get the picture, if you choose the right,
Right, okay.
it's basically it's like a crossword puzzle, but you fill in the squares, and when you fill in the squares, it creates a shape, and when you get that shape, you've completed the puzzle. But the way it tells you how to complete it is it says there's like on a row it will say there's 5 squares occupied. So somewhere on that row is 5 occupied squares in a row. But you might see something like 252, which means there's going to be 2 filled in squares, some number of blank squares, 5, and then some number of blank squares, and then a 2. And you don't know where it is, and you've got to figure it out between the rows and the columns.
But as like Sudoku then.
Kind of, but it's
Yeah,
like the idiot
the
version of
RPG
Sudoku.
bits.
Yeah, and because I can't do Sudoku, I hate Sudoku because it just makes me feel
my brain.
inferior. Everything's got to add up to 9, and then the boxes have got to add up to 9. It's just like
Everyone does them. She does them, and like
I hate
it's
them.
like you're
I
crazy.
don't hate them. I just find
Despise them intensely.
yes, exactly. So so apart from that, I haven't had a chance to play it yet because I'm doing the garden most of the time, and I was doing some errands and stuff. So Thursday night, I want to say, yeah, Thursday night, the new episode of The 100 dropped, as we say, dropped on the CW. So I watched that. Yeah, it's okay. They've split the team up, so half the story is good, and then the other half feels like filler. Like last week's one was good, this week's one wasn't. The week before
Sounds like
that
our
was
podcast.
good. It does. It sounds very much like our podcast.
Yeah.
And then we watched a buttload, which I think is a metric measurement of Modern Family.
So the same as last week then is what you
Same
watched?
as last week, yeah. We're now on season so we're almost finished season 6 now.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. I mean, we're getting through it. We saw the one where Claire gets stuck at O'Hare Airport and she has to do everything through her computer.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. That's genius.
That is a great episode.
That is genius. Yeah.
So that's episode 16 of season 6. If anyone's wanting to check that one out,
that is genius. That episode.
I finished. Yeah, it's so good. It's just very, very clever, and it's weird to think that it might be in real time that all of this happens. And so
they did it. If they could do things like that, dramas in lockdown like that as well.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That is a good point.
I know. Well, we both watched our friend Douglas's little short play with Peter Mullen in it.
Yeah, in fact, I'll link that in the cards as well, somewhere up wherever it is. Called Fat Boys.
which is terrific as well. Peter Mullen's amazing, isn't he?
He's so good.
Interpreting the Douglas's words.
Yeah,
and he's in Westworld.
Yes, he plays Jim Delos.
He's in Ozark. He's in
Delos. Yeah.
Apparently, his next gig he was supposed to be doing was flying to New Zealand to do the new Lord of the Rings TV show.
All right.
That was his next gig.
Do you know what? I'm actually surprised he's not in Game of Thrones. Because everybody else in their
I don't think
farmers'
he is.
mums.
That'd be a good list actually to do.
Do you know what he was though? So I went back. I was like, well, I've seen him before, and I was trying to remember when he was, because obviously we're all getting a bit that colour, that kind of salt and pepper. I was trying to remember what he was in when he was younger. And do you remember the young council guy in the Steamy, the movie?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, he was Andy, the kind of handyman guy around the Steamy.
He was also in Trainspotting.
Was he?
He was the drug dealer guy.
All right.
You know the bit when he gives him. You know the bit when he scores a hit.
Yeah,
and then Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor ends up. Aye, and then he's on the rug, and the rug just kind of lowered into this kind of pit. And, Perfect Day, I think, plays. That's Peter Mullen.
All right. Okay.
In that bit as well.
Cool. So. Yeah, so check it. I watched that as well. The Fat Boys, FATBAWS, which is these fat balls that you give you put out for birds because they're balls that are made of fat and they've got kind of seeds in them and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's to help birds over winter, I think, isn't it? Generally speaking. Yeah,
it's just to feed them. It's just another way of doing it. But I would warn everybody. It's very Scottish.
Who's that warning?
You might not understand what the guy's talking about.
Well, okay. Well,
if you're not Scottish,
we should put the same warning in front of us then.
Aye, but no. But I just mean that they use more he uses more sort of
colloquialisms.
Yes, than we do. Lay that
down. All right, back again. Yeah, so watched that. It was fantastic. I knew it was going to be, but I mean, it's Douglas Maxwell and Peter Mullen. Yeah. Yep. So from that high down to this low Jeffrey Epstein documentary, I finished it.
Oh, did you have to go for a shower after
it? You know that bit in Ace Ventura?
Yeah. Aye.
It just left a horrible taste in my mouth. I didn't like it at all.
No.
It's not as a bad documentary.
Good documentary.
But
only 4 parts as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was quite surprised.
Just what a horrible but this is this whole eyes wide shut crap that goes on.
I know. And do you know
I
what?
don't
Do you
know.
not think? Do you not think that I don't know if it was episode 3 or 4 that they alluded to the fact that he had hidden cameras in every single room. So
Aye, yeah,
you know,
I think it was
all
4.
these
Yeah,
powerful people came to
yeah,
stay and they were doing whatever they were doing.
yeah.
He did the whole thing so that if anybody ever came to him to say, "Now wait a minute," he'd be like, "Well, I've got you in camera. I've got you in
Mm.
camera doing this and that and other." And I bet you that Ghislaine Maxwell, Ghislaine
Allegedly,
has that
allegedly,
those videos
allegedly.
allegedly. Aye, but she's like as bad.
Allegedly. On advice of counsel, you have to use the word allegedly in front of everything.
She's allegedly as bad.
Yes. According to the documentary, we're merely reporting the contents of the documentary,
Mm-hmm.
which allege that she is just as bad as he is.
Yeah.
I think that covers us. It didn't.
I hope so. But anyway, good.
Um,
I
anyway,
don't know why we should be worried. She should be worried.
Well, allegedly. Yeah, grim viewing. So anyway, as a bit of a palate cleanser, I discovered that Fast and Furious, all of Fast and Furious. I don't know if it's on in British Netflix, but it's certainly on
I've not checked,
on
actually.
Canadian Netflix. Again, licensing deals and all that kind of stuff. Every single episode of Fast and Furious is up there. So we watched Fast and Furious, which is the first one's called The Fast and Furious, or The Fast and the Furious. The second one's called Too Fast, Too Furious. Then there's Tokyo Drift, and then after that it's Fast and Furious. That's the fourth movie.
Is it?
What? Then there's Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6, Fast and Furious 7. So we watched episodes 4,
Hobbs
5.
and Shaw.
No, there's Fast and Furious 8 as well, which or Fate as it's called, which we haven't watched yet. But we watched 4, 5, 6, and 7 back to back, and I have to say, I think the first one that the first one I watched was The Fast and the Furious, and I thought this is garbage, and I never watched anything else until Fast and Furious 8. But I've clearly watched these movies before on Netflix because I've gone back and before we watched these movies, watched in the theatre room.
I was going to say, did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to crank it up for this, and it's got to
totally.
bass and all that kind of stuff.
Nice one.
And I've clearly watched these at some point in the recent past, but I don't remember any of them. So we're watching these, and it was fresh, and it was actually a really good series of movies, because unlike most movies where it's like James Bond starts off with the previous story from his adventures, but it's not the previous episode. It's not like I can't remember the movies that run into each other. It's not like Skyfall follows on from Casino Royale or whatever way around. I don't know the order of it.
Well, you picked the wrong ones there, because there is a bit of a. I'd say the other Bond movies don't have a link, but those Daniel Craig ones do.
Well, they must have nicked it. They must have nicked it from Fast and Furious, because every Fast and Furious movie, you could basically play the entire movies right the way through, because the first scene of the next movie is the last scene of the last movie. It's continuous. You could basically just chop off 5 minutes, and then you would have just a continuation of the movies. And it's great seeing all these characters together, and you can clearly tell that they're having so much fun making this movie. I mean, who wouldn't have fun? You're driving fast cars, you're going to exotic locations.
Poor old Paul Walker.
Yeah. So he died during production of 7, because at the end of 7, spoilers, he and Dom have a moment, but it's clearly been a bit CGI.
Paul Walker's brother stepped in to finish off
to do the
his
body
scenes.
double stuff.
Yeah.
Because they have a moment on the beach at the end, and I don't think that's Paul Walker that's on the beach either.
I think they did CGI stuff to his face, to make him.
Yeah, it looked like it was him, but it was
look like himself.
Yeah. So we watched all those movies back to back.
Cool.
It was good.
Uh,
In fact, we watched 6 and 7 yesterday.
well, they're excellent.
There you go. You should watch them.
Fast and Furious.
So
I
we
never
haven't
watched them all.
we haven't watched Too Fast, Too Furious, and we haven't watched Tokyo Drift, and we haven't watched 8. But we saw 8 recently. I don't know how we managed. Oh no, I know why. Because I rented it because it was free.
No, it's just 7 that's on there.
Oh
Furious
really?
7.
Oh, weird one.
And then just the
the TV show,
the cartoon
animated show.
series, Spy Racers.
Yeah.
No. Bummer.
All right. Okay. I would recommend it. I find them great movies to watch. I mean, it's but sometimes you need some eye candy, like especially when you've just watched that Jeffrey Epstein documentary. You need something to cheer you up.
Yeah.
Dry Boken everywhere, man. And then finally this week, I watched episode 6 of Star Wars Gallery, which was all about process.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, it was okay. It was better than last week's.
What was last week's?
Can't remember, but it was better than last week's.
I enjoyed last week's.
Oh no, last week's was directing. You're right.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
No, last week's was the effects, was it not?
You're right. It was the week
Yeah.
prior to that was the acting or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like I had no interest in it whatsoever.
No.
There was a Duff one, and I was like, see how it goes. This one was good though because it was kind of a little bit back to technical things. I
would have liked them to have started with Origins. Where did the project start? How did Jon Favreau get involved? How did Dave Filoni's there already? How did he jump from animation to live action? All that stuff. I want that stuff. I want the meat and potatoes. Yeah.
Instead, you got the.
I know we're getting some good stuff, but we're also getting a lot of. It's easy to criticise, but I wanted the.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, because they've been talking about doing that show for a long time, and I want to see the origins of it.
Yeah.
It was originally like the Star Wars Underworld thing. Then the thing we spoke about before when James was on the Star Wars 2020 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they shot test footage of about half an hour of footage. How did it develop from that to that? Mm-hmm. Unless they might have been separate projects, but I know that the Boba Fett movie thing had been going for a long time.
Yeah.
And how did
I remember them talking about like a darker adult version of Star Wars TV series for years before this. And it's this is dark, but I mean it's not. I don't know if it was adult, but
no, not quite. But it's darker, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the first scenes in the first episode, Mando chops a guy in half with the door.
It's true, yeah.
On him. Pretty dark.
The other one as well. So we're watching Fast and Furious, and Cara Cynthia Dune is in one episode of it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
She plays a DSS ossifer
Nice
in the Brazilian caper. Anyway.
All right, cool. She's good. Like her.
Yeah, she is good. Yeah.
Was she a fighter?
MMA
or something before.
MMA, I think. Yeah. In fact, Ronda Rousey, she's in 7, which means
Fast
I think
and Furious 7.
Yeah, which I think means
Which is the only one that's on.
Gina is in 6. I want to say maybe 5. I can't remember which one it is now. I just watched it. They all smush together because it doesn't matter. You can just watch them one back to back. And that's us. I think there's a couple of bits of news that why is that gone really small? It's weird. The first bit though is Joe Exotic has lost his zoo.
What do you mean? Closing down?
No, he's lost it. There was
To Jeff?
no, to Carol.
What?
Yeah, so Carol Baskin sued him for whatever reason it was, and
No, it's because he kept it calling her a murderer.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is
Because
so
of that.
she won the civil suit, which meant she won the keys to the zoo. And
Oh, really?
Jeff's like, yeah, you can take it. I don't want it because he's the CEO.
They wanted to do a documentary about him, by the way.
Oh yeah.
He sounds like a right riot.
Because apparently he used to supply
like
animals to movies as well. This guy.
Aye, that's how you pick up girls as well.
And stuff.
It'd pick up girls by saying, I've got a tiger up in my room. Do you want to come and see it?
Yeah.
There were about 5 blondes.
Well, apparently he still did. That was like his big shtick, was that he would get a tiger in like a wheelie carry along suitcase thing.
That's right. Yeah. It was a baby tiger, wasn't it?
Yeah, baby tiger. And he would go up to some suite, and then he'd go to the floor and go like, "Hey, baby, want to see my tiger?"
Aye, but he'd also charge people for it as well.
Yeah.
But if he saw some attractive young nubile ladies, he would invite them up.
Yeah.
What a documentary on him. He sounds like he is.
Well, apparently there's another there's enough footage for another 2 to 3 episodes of Tiger King.
Oh really?
Maybe we'll see those things. But I mean, it's another 2 to 3 episodes. But I mean, how much of that ended up on the cutting room floor for reasons that it wasn't good enough to start with?
So legal reasons, no.
Yeah, well, there could be legal reasons as well. I mean, that's the reason why the scheme got delayed for like 3-4 years or whatever it was.
What was it, the second season? It get cancelled, didn't it, eventually?
No, the scheme was only 4 episodes.
Oh, they'd have to cut it because of legal issues and
they showed the first one. And everybody was like, "Oh, that was good." And then when's the next one? It's like, for legal reasons, we'll show it next year. And then next year came and went. I think it was like 2 years or something before they could release
more than 4 episodes. But
there's a follow up as well, where they go and talk to Marvin and hey, that mean hit me or Dana. That was it. Shut up, Dana.
They were in the papers the other day there for some reason. Aye. I don't know if they're still together, but Bullet the dog is dead.
Yeah, I mean it was 10 years ago or something. I mean, Bullet was 8 then, I think.
Yeah. So
poor Bullet.
They were in the papers. I mean, I don't even know if she's 30, and she's like just looks like a big mum, like. Sorry.
Allegedly.
Not a big fat mum, but like she's just not taking care of herself, eating hot dogs and spam every day. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, for the record, I love spam and I love hot dogs, alright? And chips.
Okay. Spam and chips. Spam eggs and chips.
You want spam eggs and chips? Enough tonight.
Spam and spam.
Anyway, moving on. I don't know how we got in the scheme.
I don't know because it doesn't matter. We're talking about Joe Exotic.
Yeah. Well, I've got another story. Mm-hmm. For some reason, there was meant to be a Fortnite. We're meant to have an event. They have these live events in Fortnite. Danny's absolutely buzzing every time there's one, But for some reason, this one has been delayed for like weeks now. I'm not sure why.
COVID-19.
I think it's just because of the COVID.
Just because of COVID.
Aye.
It's probably difficult to
get guys in a room.
Get everybody in a room together, yeah.
Yeah. Can they not work from home and stuff? No. Was the network set up or whatever? I don't know.
Anyway, it depends on how Epic. I mean, it's a games company, so they're usually quite secretive, and they don't usually let you take work home with you.
I suppose. because
So I
it
don't
was
know.
it was good to go like 2 weeks ago or something, and now it's
Yeah.
like they're saying it's nothing. I don't
Mm.
know what's happening. I don't know. Bit odd. The kids love those. They go crazy. It's like
I know.
a concert to them.
No.
You know, Danny and his wee pals meet up on Fortnite, right? And it's a big stage or whatever. And the last one was that rapper guy. I can't remember his name. Whatever his name was. I'm old. Can't remember. But
DJ Fortnite.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But he was like this rapper appeared like as a giant, in the Fortnite land, and they were all running underneath his legs and all that, and like and he was doing performing
like
his song and stuff.
Like the guy from Silicon Valley, where he gets the big hologram of himself.
Yeah. It's pretty good actually. I watched it. I watched a couple of the events. They know how they certainly know how to promote themselves. Fortnite, they really know how to do it.
Is that what the kids do now? Boogie? Do that?
No, I think you're thinking of 1975.
Ah, right, okay. Boogie Wonderland.
Oh, love it.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Caddyshack.
Yes.
And that soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's obviously we can't.
Did you get a free bowl of soup for that head?
I suppose we can't not mention the Black Lives Matter stuff that's going on. John Boyega was out there shouting odds about it.
Yep.
Terrible thing that happened, obviously. It doesn't do any good when they start looting shops and stuff. It's all about when they're trying to.
I don't think that's protesters, though. I think that's.
No, it's not. That's folk taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah, the people who are protesting are trying to do. They're trying to do a good job of it, and as usual with these things, the bad society comes out.
Of course, I know.
Screws it over, and of course, because they're in the same place as the protesters.
Yeah. Because it's been pretty peaceful.
For it.
Pretty peaceful. It's the bloody police that have been absolute maniacs.
Well, I mean,
in America. That 75-year-old man.
Well, that's just down the road from me in Buffalo.
That's what it is, aye.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
Do you know the thing? So I've walked up those steps. That's leads you to City Hall, that in Niagara Square, and it's a massive square. I mean, it's like George Square size big square. It's huge. So you can imagine if you've got, there must be some police presence there to file everybody out of that square. If it's if it's a big enough square to give you a sort of like a measure to go by. And this poor guy walks up to them with a helmet apparently and a cell phone that he found. Hand it to them, and then he gets shoved.
No.
And apparently he's like,
imagine.
And it wasn't exactly like it was another Joe Schmo as well. It was some guy that's like an activist and like he does all these kind of nice things.
That's right. So obviously the guy, George Floyd, which, I mean, you see the footage, man, it's utterly shocking. And then so instead of trying to kind of calm everybody down, Trump decides to put out this kind of militia police force and start attacking the public. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
And then did you see Trump saying
that's solution to everything, it seems.
Did you see Trump saying, I think George would be looking down on this and saying, you guys are doing a good job? And he's off his rocker.
I know.
As we know he is.
Allegedly off his rocker.
Allegedly off his rocker.
Yeah.
This episode should be called the lawsuit.
Maybe not.
Potential lawsuit.
The alleged lawsuit episode. The alleged episode. There you go. The alleged episode. I'm gonna write that down. All right. Anyway, I think we'll end it there. If you like this episode, give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment below if you have any comments, concerns, whatever it is. I don't have anything else to say. Judy, you got any final words?
Yeah, never get political on a
On
podcast.
a podcast about
I
entertainment.
just thought we had to mention it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening and watching, guys. Remember, we're on YouTube. Give us a bit of love. Cheers.